first in terms of why Jonathan Taylor is not being mentioned. Because he's been there for years, and he's been a stud for years, and they ain't got them no damn place. They were 8-9 last year. They had a losing record a couple of years before that. That's the reason why. So what happens is unfortunately, Daniel Jones comes there, and you're getting stellar quarterback play. And because you're getting that stellar quarterback play, Indianapolis has gone from mediocrity to being the team with the best record in the entire National Football League.
Yeah.
So that's the reason, that's the answer to that question. Now, that doesn't mean that you ignore Jonathan Taylor. It doesn't mean that you don't pay attention to it, but it does mean that you just sit up there and say, look, this is the importance of the quarterback position. It's a reminder of it. It's unfortunate. You know, it really, really is. Because Jonathan Taylor's that dude. He's that stud. As far as I'm concerned, he's Saquon and Derrick Henry last year. That's what he's doing this year. He's just been absolutely spectacular. And major, major props to him. But what do you say about Indiana? You say about Indianapolis. They got an offensive line, arguably the best in football. They got 3 different wide receivers that can do 3 different things. You got one that'll take you deep. You got one that specializes in the slot receiving. You got another guy. You just look at them, and then you look at Jonathan Taylor. Then you look at the balance on the defensive side of the ball. You look at Steichen coming over from Philadelphia as a coordinator. He's your head coach, and now you know he can coach. So you're looking at them being a well-rounded, well-oiled machine collectively, and Jonathan Taylor is taking his stuff to new heights because he's got the benefit of having those people by his side for a change. That's how you're looking at it.
Let me say something. Well, because like a lot of national awards, it's national because what do you do on the national stage? We're not used to seeing the Indianapolis Colts on the national stage, so therefore you see the Patrick Mahomes always thrusted as odds. You see Josh Allen, the Lamar Jackson always thrusted in odds because they've earned the right to be on the national stage. Well, now we're about to really see a different type of Indianapolis Colts moving forward because they are going to get a lot of those games flexed. Now, for Jonathan Taylor, you've mentioned so many different things, but I'm here to say, but he's been the guy and haven't had a respective person or a competent quarterback to really allow him to shine even more.
Right.
So you punish him because he's been doing his job all the while.
But the word punish is it's selective, and here's why. Because if somebody was acting like the brother couldn't ball and he wasn't a stud until this season, you'd have a point.
Right.
We've always recognized he was a stud, but he didn't have the help.
Yeah.
Now he got the help, and they're the best team in football.
For sure.
So because they're the best team in football, why are they the best team in football? Because finally got a quarterback.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Remember, what happened to Indy? Andrew Luck abruptly retired, and they were struggling for years to find that replacement. So they were middle of the road. They were good, but they weren't great. They weren't going to go but so far because you didn't have a quarterback. And all of a sudden you got a quarterback, and now they're the best team in football.
Right.
It's just showing you the importance of it. So I would say to you, I wouldn't have a problem with Jonathan Taylor being the MVP. But then what do you say about Daniel Jones and what he's been able to do? Who, by the way, we thought his career was over. We thought he was done. We're like, get the hell up out of here. You ain't ready for this thing. Goodbye. And he's gone from that to being a legit MVP candidate.
Yeah.
That's how we're looking at him now.
I want to bring it back to Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. Stephen A., who would you take, though, as MVP right now between those two?
Between who?
Between Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen.
I would say Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would say Patrick Mahomes. Mm-hmm. I would tell you what, y'all can go all y'all want. Y'all heard what I said. I ain't stutter. Let me tell you something right now. Listen. At some point, you just have to. Xavier Worthy gets hurt on the very first play of the game of the season in Brazil.
Yep.
Rasheed Rice started the season out suspended. They couldn't run the football with Pacheco and Kareem Hunt. Travis Kelce clearly has taken a step back in terms of father time, attrition. Not that he's not still great future Hall of Fame and all that stuff, but he ain't what he used to be, damn it. We all know this. All of those components, along with the residue of a very thorough ass whipping in the Super Bowl, by the Philadelphia Eagles, that is what Kansas City walked into this season with. And started out 0-2.
Yeah.
And Patrick Mahomes was leading them in rushing, leading them in passing, leading them in touchdown runs, holding them afloat until these cats got back together, They've won 5 of their last 6, and everybody and their grandmama knows. I don't give a damn where you playing at in the AFC. The road to the Super Bowl is going to go through Patrick Mahomes. You're going to have to deal with that man. Yeah. Josh Allen knows it. Lamar Jackson knows it. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
And knowing that, he's still performing the way that he's performing.
For sure.
You're damn right you say that.
But I'm going to take it in second what you said in Patrick Mahomes, and here's my reason. And it's given a different perspective. When you look at the wins that the Buffalo Bills have had this year, those wins came with a collective overall record of the teams that they beat 10-29.
Okay.
They beat the Baltimore Ravens, and survey says they were who we thought they were. They were not a good team then.
Right.
They're still potentially not a good team now, depending on how Lamar Jackson plays or their defense plays. They beat the New York Jets. They beat the Miami Dolphins. They beat the New Orleans Saints. They lost to the New England Patriots, ATL, as well as winning in Carolina. So when you start to see like Josh Allen's case of winning the MVP, now it doesn't look as pretty as you thought it was. It's a lot of makeup in Beijing on that hairline.
Not the Beijing. Not the Beijing.
So that's my point. When Patrick Mahomes is winning, he's beat some contenders, and he's been in every single game because of his play. And that's something that you have to consider.
Let me say this, too. I'm a bit biased against the Buffalo Bills. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them. And I'm going to tell you why I'm sick of them. I just want to read some stats to y'all for a second here. This is the Buffalo Bills ranking since 2020. 5 division titles in 5 years. 66 regular season wins, second only to Kansas City 71. Number 1 scoring offense in the National Football League. Number 1 scoring defense in the NFL. 7 postseason wins, second only to Kansas City 13. 0 Super Bowl trips. 2 AFC championship games. At some point, you got to get it done.
Yeah.
But it goes
through Kansas City. Exactly.
At some point, you've got to do it. I believe that the Buffalo Bills, it's one of those situations where you should want Kansas City so bad, it would actually disappoint you if you didn't have to beat them to get to the Super Bowl.
Sure.
Yeah.
You want them.
You want that type of
You want them.
Look.
That is the kind of smoke that the Buffalo Bills should be insisting upon and asking for, because that's the only way we're going to believe in them.
Yeah.
It really, really is.
I mean, 0-4 in the postseason against the Chiefs. So, I mean, I don't know if they really want that smoke.
You got to want it.
You got to want it.
If you want to win, you're supposed to want the smoke.
You do. You want the smoke, but they have not been able to get through that smoke in Kansas City. How we feeling, guys, in here? Guys, the energy in here. Y'all taking Patrick Mahomes or y'all taking Josh Allen? Let me hear it from Patrick Mahomes. They not.
Patty Mayonnaise don't get no love in Philly.
How about Josh Allen? Y'all taking Josh Allen?
That ain't no better.
The only thing that I would say about this crowd with Patrick Mahomes and the y'all do remember y'all won, y'all kicked their ass, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you lost.
No.
Like you don't have to be that way towards them because you already beat them.
What?
You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you lost to them, you beat them.
Yeah. They say this BTA.
Oh, BTA.
Yeah.
You know what?
Censored.
You ain't had to go there. All right, let's get to our quick take. Tyrese Maxey continued his hot start, dropping 39 in the Sixers' overtime win over the Wizards to remain undefeated. Philly is now 4-0 on the season. Stephen A., what impressed you most about the Sixers start so far?
Can y'all hold on for a second? Let me tell you something. I walked into this season believing that Daryl Morey had about a couple of months, and then after that he'd probably be out of a job. I watched Tyrese Maxey, who's a stud.
Yes.
With that brother, VJ Edgecombe.
Yes.
The Delaware area, Philadelphia, everywhere. These brothers are box office. And I'm telling you something right now. If not this year, by the end of next season, I believe there's a legitimate argument that we will be saying that the Philadelphia 76ers have the best backcourt in the entire National Basketball Association. Okay? And I'm going to go this far. And I got to give apologies to my boy Chris Canty. He told me about the Sixers, and I'm like,
both of us, yeah, we were like, wait a minute.
Stick the football, right? Let me tell you something right now. God help the basketball world if these two brothers, Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe, keep looking the way that they look, and a miracle happens and Joel Embiid gets healthy.
Yes.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Man.
Well, if that happens, now that's a big if.
Yeah.
Health and Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
But Embiid, healthy,
Yeah.
with those two brothers,
Playing like they playing?
they can contend for the title.
Yeah, yeah. Tyrese Maxey is leading the league in scoring right now, 37 points per game, only through those first couple of games of the season, but he is balling out there on the court. He is a stud. All right, let's take a break here. The head football coach here at Delaware State joining us soon. The Eagles